Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Rob the Warrior Strategist coming at you from San Diego. I'm just going to take a minute and tag a few people, so just sit tight, grab some popcorn, grab a beer, because tonight I'm going to teach you some seriously cool stuff that might change the very fate of your life. So be sure and let me know what you're working on tonight, what's been going on, how your day was, in comments, all that good stuff. Always love hearing about you guys and what you've got going on in the pipeline. Today, I actually did something a little different than I usually do, and I decided to do something called a day of visibility, where all I did was focus on creating content all day long. It was a little psychotic, and this is, I believe, my 8th Facebook Live I've done today. But the interaction has been unbelievable. And almost done here, guys. Thanks for being patient with me while I summon the rock stars that want to be a part of this audience. Tonight is going to be interesting. I'm going to give you client-level stuff, showing you exactly how to monetize your skill sets, how to create very low-cost courses and ebooks, how to market them, and then some potential tactics out there that can help you with income streams. This is what I do full-time, and it's been very profitable. It's been very fun, and it has helped to establish me in the entrepreneurial world, as well as keep me out of a 9-to-5, which has been wonderful, and I feel like every vet should know how to do this stuff. Nothing I teach is going to be unethical, network marketing based, anything like that. It's just going to be straight up tactics and the techniques you guys can use to create income using these methods. So let's just jump into it. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Rob the Warrior Strategist. I'm a full-time business consultant, growth strategist out of San Diego. I also teach income streams, like how to take a veteran skill set and turn it into a paycheck. I have a course called Design Your Pay. It's actually called the Destiny Project, and it's going to be called Design Your Paycheck very soon. So if you guys are popping in and watching this, throw me a hello in comments. Just if you have any questions, feel free to fling them in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer anything you have. And then at the end of this, I will actually give you guys a free strategy guide talking about passive and active income streams. So let's just jump into it. So what I want to talk about tonight, I want to teach you guys 4 ways that you can make a super easy digital course and get it out to market and start selling it immediately. And the first thing you have to remember in the game of selling courses or ebooks is that you're going to hear a lot of stupid advice. You're going to hear people telling you that your pricing's too high, or nobody's buying ebooks anymore, or that there's too much competition, all this stuff. I've heard it all, trust me. And ultimately, if you guys are passionate about this and you want to know about how to make income streams pretty passively, pretty easily, this is going to be the Facebook Live for you. You don't have to do the lifestyle marketing where you rent a Lambo or you rent bikini models, anything like that. Like, this is literally my apartment where I work from and I live. And I do this full time all day. And it's like 4 o'clock right now, almost 5, and I'm drinking a Big Wave. And today I cooked a pizza stuffed chicken. I'm pretty content with my life, let me tell you. So what we're going to talk about tonight, we're going to talk about the first thing you need to do is to figure out what you're good at. And it could be your AFSC, it could be your MOS, your rate if you're a sailor. But all of us have skill sets or accomplishments that we've done that we can teach to other people for a profit. And there's nothing wrong with making a profit if you're teaching at a certain level. And the way that I always delineate is, if you teach somebody what, then it should be free. Okay? If you teach somebody how, then it should come with an invoice. And as long as you remember that, you're always going to have the metric as to what level of information you need to charge for. So I was just talking to somebody, and I'm actually going to tag him here if he is around. But I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was telling me that he has this specialized skill set and that people are always asking him like how to do this. And so he's a guy that works in the security field, and so he has people that need to renew their certification every year, and they always hit him up like right when the certification is about to expire, and they want him to walk them through it for free. And I'm like, dude, why aren't you monetizing this? Like, why aren't you teaching people how to do this process with a course or an ebook and then charging them to track their certification so they have notice when it expires? And his mind was blown. He's like, that's amazing. So these are these little things, guys. If you have some type of skill set or something you know how to do where people are constantly asking you how to do it and you're not charging for it, it's time you did, okay? So first thing to do is just to get a piece of paper and to write down the things that you know, that specialized knowledge that nobody else knows how to do, or like something you've done successfully that you could repeat and then show someone how to do. Because all you guys have different skill sets. Like some of you guys like make coins, some of you make booze, some of you make tactical receivers, like all this cool stuff, right? So if you've set up an online shop or you've set up like an Amazon selling shop and you've made like a certain amount of money or whatever, you should teach people how to do it. And don't worry about competition. I had somebody go through a course, and she was a yoga instructor, and I told her, you've got a great story, you've got a small audience, you've got some branding, why not make some yoga courses? And we even took a market survey. 98% of people that we surveyed told us that there was too much competition, she wouldn't sell any online yoga courses, that nobody would care. And so because I'm dumb, I said, you know what, we're going to just do this anyway because I see the writing on the wall. She sold $2,000 in 2 weeks in online yoga courses because she already had an audience and people loved her and trusted her. So I want you guys to think about that. So if you're talking yourself out of this and you're like, well, you know, there's 100 other people selling this same information. What's different about me? Well, it has to do with your branding. It has to do with being a character, and it has to do with being interesting. We buy from people that we know, like, and trust, okay? And that's important. So if you're interesting in your industry and you're kind of wacky and kind of fun, people are going to buy from you, even if it's the exact same content they can find for free online. So that's your first important lesson for learning this stuff. So the first thing we're going to talk about tonight is we're going to talk about the very basics, which is this ebook creation. Ebooks are very simple to make, and the site we're going to talk about is canva.com, C-A-N-V-A. I'm actually going to give you this link for the Marines because I know you like seeing things up front in nice, big, bright colors. And yes, I am going to talk smack about certain services. I'm Air Force, so feel free to let loose of some arrows. Chair Force, as you guys know. That's how we fancy guys roll. So anyway, Canva.com is unbelievable. I actually make a magazine off of it, and I sell ads and features, and I've broken 4 figures on it, which blows my mind. But Canva can be used to make ebooks. It can be used to make infographics, graphics for your Facebook banner, magazines, like all kinds of stuff. And Canva is completely free to use. They have 30 freaking templates that you go through. Sorry, not templates, lessons that you can go through and learn how to do it for free. So I've been doing it for like 4 years. I've made thousands of dollars using Canva. And it's super, super fast to pick up. It's not like Photoshop where you got to take some college classes and spend all this time like learning how to do this goofy stuff. Canva is super, super user-friendly. Very easy to use. And the beauty of Canva is that you can insert links, you can export as a PDF or a JPEG, and then you can pop out courses and ebooks using it. So the first thing you should do is design an ebook and just get it to market. You don't have to price it all crazy. Just make like a 5 or 6 page ebook, and you don't even have to write very much if you insert like graphics and designs and photos and stuff. Really, one 4 or 5 page ebook is like 1 full page of Microsoft Word. So that's kind of the equivalent. But you should definitely try. Even if you feel like it's not the best work in the world, it's okay. Just sell it for like $2.99, $5.99, whatever. But learn how to do it, right? Learn the process, then you can improve on it. So early stage, when I first came out, I put out an ebook about business, just business tactic. It was like 10 pages long. It wasn't very big. And And somebody told me, like, nobody's ever going to pay more than $4.99 or $2.99 for an ebook. Like, nobody's buying ebooks anymore. And I just looked at that statement and I was like, you know what? I'm going to prove you wrong. So you know what I did, guys? I wrote a $200 ebook and I sold $4,000 worth. It's known as the Veteran Entrepreneur. And I just wrote a business guide and I printed it out. You have to understand that in the ebook game, you make your own rules, right? It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. You are in charge of your own destiny. So if somebody tells me that I can't make an ebook and sell it for over $2.97, I'm going to prove them wrong. And the Veteran Entrepreneur was my first foray into like real higher end ebooks. And so you might be asking yourself, well, what the hell's in that thing where somebody would pay $200 for it? I mean, you're kind of a bright dude, but you know, I can't even imagine shelling out that kind of cash. And that's a very good question. So what I did, and I'm going to give you guys some insight, I made it so that if somebody bought this ebook, they got the digital copy immediately. I went to FedEx Kinko's, I printed out a physical copy, and I mailed it to them with a personal note, and then they got a 30-minute business call with me. So it's not just that they're buying like a digital ebook, they're getting like all this extra stuff. It's called bundle packaging. So there's all kinds of bundles, things that you can make that you can throw in to make your offer a lot more enticing. So just food for thought, guys, because I think I sold every single one of these except for maybe this one. And I proved a lot of people wrong, and it was a great experiment. So this was one of my first higher priced ebooks, was the Veteran Entrepreneur. So the next thing you can do is let's transition into courses now, because once you've got an ebook out, I want you to keep improving the game, better pictures, better design. You know, maybe reach out to somebody that knows graphic design so they can up your game. And the next thing I want to introduce you guys to is something called ejunkie.com. Now, eJunkie should be called ATM because all it does, seriously, is like print out cash for you. eJunkie is e-junkie.com. I heard about this on a business podcast many years ago. And so why is eJunkie awesome? Because what it does, and this is the only thing I'm going to give you tonight that costs money. It's like, I think it's 10 or 12 bucks a month. Very, very worth it, because here's what eJunkie does. It lets you upload PDFs to it. Okay, and then it'll store the PDF, you can name it, price it, and then it'll kick out a sale page so that you can sell your PDF. Now, why is this relevant? Because what is a PDF? It's either an ebook, or if you're really clever, it's a course. And it automatically delivers it when somebody buys it. So eJunkie, you'll upload your PDF, it works with PayPal, so it'll kick out your sale page, so somebody buys it. It'll automatically deliver it, so you don't have to send out your ebooks and your courses to people when they buy. It automatically sends it out to them, and then it just notifies you, hey, you've got a sale. So when I first found out about this, and I put out one of my early stage ebooks, and I put it out in my Facebook group, I think I went to pizza, and I got 5 email notifications saying that I had money. And I'll tell you guys, there is not much that feels better than that, than sinking your big stupid face into a slice of pepperoni and looking at your emails, and it's just, you've got money notifications. It's awesome. So eJunkie is automatic delivery system that will deliver your courses and your ebooks in PDF form. It is worth its weight in gold. So that's the second resource I'm going to share. Now I'm going to go into how to make low-cost or actually free courses, because really the only thing I'm looking at right now that costs anything is eJunkie, and that's like 10 bucks a month. Everything I'm about to share with you guys is free. So what I wanted to do, because I appreciate your time, and oh, we got a comment from Nate Ballew. Awesome. Your video last night inspired me to make a video about something in the laser world. Going to put on Patreon, make that money. Yeah, Nate. And if you guys haven't seen Nate's work, he's an unbelievable coin crafter. Stand by one. And Nate made my graduation coins for my my visibility course, Tactical CEQ. So that is Nate's work right there. What a champion. And then we've got the keywords of visibility, leadership, and commitment. Thank you very much, Nate. I'm still like super excited about this coin. So next thing we're going to talk about, guys, and what I wanted to do is I wanted to just show you guys how to make 3 different types of courses super easy that you can get out there and start making some passive income on. Nick Valentine just popped in. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. So here's what we do. So version number 1 is using something called MailChimp. If you don't know about MailChimp, it's completely free to sign up. And what MailChimp lets you do is actually manage lists of emails, okay? But one of the earliest stage courses I ever made, I was teaching media stuff. And I didn't have any money at all, right? And I'm living in this small apartment that was much smaller than this one. It was about a quarter of the size. And I knew I wanted to get a course out there because I knew how to get media appearances. I just didn't understand like I couldn't afford like to spend thousands of dollars designing a course. And so what I did was I just shot some YouTube videos, put them on unlisted, and then I put the URLs on a PDF using Canva. Once that was out there, I sent a 5-sequence email out to people that bought the course using MailChimp. So I had a little sales page on like Weebly.com, just some cheesy sale page. People bought it, and I think I sold it for like $245, and I did like a pre-launch with a discount. Point is, guys, this thing was completely free to make. 5 people signed up, and I made over $1,000 for something that cost me nothing. And then all I had to do was mail out 5 days of emails, and you can actually schedule them automatically and preload them so that you don't even have to do that really. MailChimp is sick. It's how I manage my email list. I've got like 750 people, so every Tuesday I send out something called the Compendium where I just teach like tactics and give my YouTube videos out and all that stuff. But if I was going early stage to make a course, if you guys are just starting off and want to learn the game, sign up for MailChimp and it'll let you manage your lists, and then you can actually send out a newsletter or an email or whatever your content is to your list to anybody that's paid for your course. So that's design number 1. We got Rod Himber popping in and Helton. What's going on? Hey, great to see you guys. Thanks so much. Hopefully you're digging this content. So number 2 is going to be eJunkie selling ebooks and courses. So what you can do, and I touched on this a little bit earlier, is if you sign up for eJunkie, you can actually upload your PDFs, and your PDFs can be embedded with YouTube videos, right? And you just make that in Canva. It's super easy to do, and then eJunkie can auto-deliver for anybody that buys your course. So that's the second way to design a low price course. And then the third one is just basically YouTube with a PDF merged through Canva. So really you're saying, okay, what's the difference between these two? This guy you'll have to manually give out when somebody buys from you. This guy for $10 a month will auto-deliver to anybody that buys from you. And then this guy you can preload and do an email sequence for free so that people will send them out to you. So the sites that we talked about tonight are canva.com, ejunkie.com, zoom.com, and mailchimp.com. And I'm going to say a few things about Zoom here real quick, and it's going to blow your mind. Okay. We covered the course creation. We covered email creation. Now, here's where Zoom can make you a lot of freaking money. If you don't know about Zoom, it's pretty much like Skype. So it's video conference software. It lets you like accommodate a bunch of people, and it can record your meetings, and it's just like a live video, kind of like this, like live video where you're having conversations with people. Now, here is where the money is to be made, guys. This is going to blow your mind. You can host live masterminds with Zoom, and you can record them and resell the training. So Coach Lori Wagner and I just tried this out, and we just did a really basic workshop for like $59, right? We recorded it, a couple people bought it, we had an upsell, and then afterwards we had like $10 off if you buy the replay. And Coach Lori and I, without even trying, I think we nabbed like maybe $300. And we were just messing around with like 2 days notice, 3 days notice. So the next workshop we do, we're going to do like 2 or 3 of them, but this is a serious income generator just by using Zoom. So that's one idea. Trish Lito just popped in. What's going on, ma'am? Good to talk to you the other day, by the way. It's great hearing you. And in case you guys didn't notice, I moved my camera around and my whole setup. I'm trying to like up level so I actually look sort of professional. And I'm really, really digging the way this looks. So you can actually see my window outside of San Diego. It's kind of cool. So Trish popped in. Trish, I'm just teaching some ways to make free courses for people so I can help these veterans earn some extra cash. All right, so still talking about Zoom. So one idea you can do with Zoom is group meetings, like weekly masterminds, and you can charge for the seat. That's one thing. You can do trainings, paid trainings, like me and Coach Lori did. So I brought in this expert. If you don't know Coach Lori Wagner, she is certified by the Napoleon Hill Foundation, and she's a John Maxwell certified speaking coach and trainer, and she co-wrote a book with Jack Canfield. So it was exciting for me to be able to do a project with her. But point is, team up with somebody that's a name or that has an audience or that has a crazy skill set, and then sell online trainings using Zoom. There's no overhead. It's completely free to sign up, and then you can record it for the free version up to 40 minutes, sell the recording, and just give people a discount. Now, if you guys really want to get into higher ticket stuff, you can do interviews with famous people. And Nick, I'll get it to you over Messenger, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. But if you really want to get into higher ticket stuff, here's a couple of ideas. You can partner up with some famous people or influencer level people and sell tickets to an event featuring them that you're going to host over Zoom. That's one idea. Or you can get like 3 or 4 people and have a multi-day business summit. So one thing I did in the very early days when I was at the old apartment is I just wanted to run an experiment, and we seriously did 3 days, 6 hours every day interviewing experts. We didn't even charge for it. I just wanted to see if it could be done, and it was amazing. We had a lot of people tuning in. We had all these crazy experts, like 2 of them are actually kind of famous now, and it was just a really wild experience. And you guys now can learn from this and monetize this. Because if you even look out in Vet Tribe and just pick out a couple of experts that are all experts in like different stuff, you got Daniel Curry, who's an IT guy. You have Brandon Cox, who does taxes. You got Sippy Cup, Patrick Burt, who does SEO strategies. I teach visibility and growth. You got Trish Lito, who's a unicorn breeder. But you have all these amazing veterans with all these crazy skill sets. Why not host a giant online business summit and sell tickets? It's free to put together, and then you can repurpose it and you can sell the replay if people can't catch it live. So these are some of the reasons why you should be using Zoom and how you can use it for an income source. So with that, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully you found some value in this. And if you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I have one more Facebook Live to do, and then I am good to go tonight. I think I've done 8 Facebook Lives today. I'm getting a little burnt out, and the beer's starting to kick in, so I got one more. But I'm going to leave you guys with a free guide for income streams. It's got some of this stuff listed in it, but most importantly, it talks about the mistakes that I made early stage and how you guys can avoid them. So pick up your copy of The Invisible Paycheck. It talks about ways of developing income streams. It piggybacks on some of the stuff I talked about tonight, but is completely free, and feel free to just grab it. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always here to teach you guys how to make income streams and live the life of your dreams. Seriously, I haven't had a day job in like 2 years. This is all I do is teach business strategies and income streams, and I love my life. I love having the freedom to drink beer whenever I want, and today I made a pizza stuffed chicken, and I seriously love my life, guys, and I just want to share the knowledge I have with you guys, and I want you guys to have the lives you want too. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Rob the Warrior Strategist out of San Diego. I will talk to you guys later. Have a great and powerful night.